Welcome to Updog Sports Talk. We are a sports show that likes to talk about sports differently. We got into this game because we got tired of the larger media networks focusing only on a few teams. Obviously only focusing on the Chiefs and the Cowboys in the NFL, and only focusing on about 10 of the 136 college football teams. So we decided to get into this. Hope you enjoy the show. I am your host tonight, Justin. This is a change from usual. Matt is usually your host, but he had to take tonight off due to issues at home with his house. I am joined by intern Tony and our special guest, Quesostream. Welcome to the show, guys.
What up? Happy to be here.
Good to be back in the saddle.
Tonight, we will be talking about the AFC West. This is part of our ongoing NFL preview series where we are previewing and making predictions for all 32 NFL teams. So the team that has really hurt us a lot, the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm a Bills fan here, so I know I have hated the NFL almost all offseason because of this team. And I mean that in the most complimentary fashion to Kansas City Chiefs fans, because this is the NFL, it's a man's league. But yeah, this team just straight up wins. So let's kind of look at their offseason moves here. Queso, what do you see? What did you see them doing?
Signing wise, one that sticks out is Jerry Tillery. That is he's not like so fantastic. He's not Aaron Donald. I don't know if we'll ever see another Aaron Donald in our lifetime, but he's a solid defensive tackle that can have more of an impact than what their defense already been doing. But of course, they've also re-signed the people that matter: Marquise Brown, Kareem Hunt, Juju Smith-Schuster. Although we'll see how Smith-Schuster does, because he did not do quite as well as a lot of people thought. I thought it was funny he didn't. Yeah. I mean, at least he's off TikTok jacking around, so focus on the team.
The Chiefs did a good job getting them off there.
Yeah.
Well, that's because Mahomes' brothers got that one on lock. They don't want any competition,
Right.
Oh man, yeah. That did not end up as bad as I thought it originally would, when Juju was doing all of his stuff, and then Jackson was already doing a bunch of stuff. So I'm glad to see that combination did not evolve into something even more obnoxious. But Tony, yeah, what did you see from them?
I think the biggest thing that people probably took away is that they can bleed. They got absolutely demolished in the Super Bowl, much to the delight of the whole nation, I suspect.
Yeah.
But it exposed their weakness at offensive line. And so, them making those adjustments and really targeting, that specific weakness will really help, because when you look at the rest of their team, not much has changed otherwise. There weren't too many key departures. The ones that, came in are, they could end up doing something. But, even just looking at their offense, their starting lineup really did not change, for their skill players. I think, Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, those are scorchers. Like that will be put on display. And then when you have three of them, they'll just wear teams out. So,
yeah,
absolutely. I think they're, and the only reason they were able to be so specific is because their team was so solid everywhere else. So, in one breath, I'm saying, everyone was glad they lost, but in the other, you have to praise the organization for, setting up a dynastic, team, something that can just keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see here, continuity was the name of the game. We're looking at possibly only one new starter on defense, a defensive unit that played very well, by the way. and to the point where you could even say they not completely helped carry the team, but at times where maybe Mahomes wasn't having his best day, or they were working through all of that with the receivers last year. Like, the defense helped carry them and they won the game. That really, now you look at this year, they have all these guys back. It's really the most continuity we've seen at receiver in a long time. Like, they've been in flux at this position for quite a while now. And now all of a sudden you look this year and you're like, well, there we go. Their top 5 guys are all backs. That only just gets scarier for the rest of the NFL. And then I think we can kind of transition to the draft here. They made an obvious first-round pick addressing the offensive line. And they only added more receiver. I think Jalen Royals at Utah State was a complete steal. I can't believe he ended up going here. But yeah, I'll let you guys take it away with the rest of your draft thoughts on the Chiefs.
You kind of took it out of me. I was going to say that addressing the O-line was a big one with Josh Simmons. Josh Simmons is really freaking good, and falling the pick 32 probably was too low for him, but I'm sure he'll take it being on a championship winning team. Oh my goodness. But overall, it looks like they did fine for the most part, probably even better than fine. I agree with you on Jalen Royals. That getting a receiver like that in the 4th round is just, it's nice as an organization to get that.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing they do.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing.
Yeah. So now let's kind of so we need to pick out a weakness here. Are we able to find one, guys?
The what? We need a what?
A weakness. Can we find
a
weakness?
Oh, they said pick of the week. I was like, wait, what?
I thought you did too.
Like this is a curveball for me, but yeah. What is their weakness? Good Lord. Canary, I mean, maybe.
I don't know. They got Trent McDuffie, Watson,
yeah, like
good.
That's a toss up there.
It could be depth for him too. We've seen teams fall apart with, a few key, Nancy Kerrigan type injuries. Just kidding. That really kind of stun the team and just cause them to backslide. So defense could be their downfall, but I don't think it'll be as bad as, the Chargers.
Yeah. And I mean, I think we can still say the offensive line's a weakness, but very clearly they've worked on that a little bit, brought in new offensive tackle, but there might be trials during the season with that. Might be some trials there, but yeah, probably come around playoff time, he's gonna be ready to go. But I mean, until we see it on the field, I guess that's one of the positions we have to pick on at this point. But yeah, this is a team with very, very few weak spots to it. So
unfortunately,
Patrick Mahomes, that guy's pretty decent, isn't he?
I might have heard about him. I don't know.
He went to Texas Tech, right? No.
Texas Tech legend. When I don't think he had a winning record there. Cliff Kingsbury got fired and then failed upward to the Arizona Cardinals. All of that. Yeah, they're pretty much everything's a strength on this team.
Yeah. You got the Andy Reid engine, and he's always cooking up schemes, which I appreciate. I can appreciate that about him. Their offense is full of scorchers. They really, to your point, the losing, what's his name, Tooney, that could be, that we could see that playing out. Because, having a solid lockdown guard, that's one of your run lanes. So we'll see if that makes him miss a beat. But then, we know Pacheco can catch the ball out of the back. So it seems like they have answers to every question, which, that's a robust program. That's what you want.
So, in conclusion, Chiefs fans, congratulations, your team is awesome again. To the rest of the NFL, I'm sorry, but we're probably all doomed. That's the show tonight. Great show, guys. Thank you for helping join us and, filling in for Matt's absence. Matt, we have missed you. We look forward to you back on the next episode. But where you can find us at Updog Sports Talk. That is on all channels. We are very active on Twitter. We are on Facebook for the boomers, Instagram, bunch of other apps as well, whatever social
TikTok,
media things
YouTube.
Yep. Obviously, our shows are on YouTube. That's probably where you're seeing us. But if you don't want to see our faces, I know I have a face for radio. We are available on Spotify, on Google Podcast, on iHeart, on Google something or another as well. Although wherever you get your podcasts, we're there. So I think on a show we were on recently, they said if you haven't found us, you aren't looking hard enough. So I'll take that to heart and say, yeah, go ahead and find us, and we'll continue to talk a lot of fun sports talk. See you next time, everybody.